All right, please make sure you're understanding them and not just copying the answers. And ask me if you still have further questions in class. Now, by Friday, all 8 homeworks will be due with the corrections, so make sure you're getting your corrections done daily. All right, so the first thing you should do is study your table. If you notice right here, they are all increasing by 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a range, but it's still just increasing by 1 ounce. And they want 11 ounces. So if I continue that process, it would just be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now, what you need to study also is the fact that these are only increasing by 17 cents. So, algebraically, you're increasing 17 cents for every ounce, and you're starting at that $1, because this right here at 1 ounce is $1.17, and after that they're increasing by 17 cents. So you're starting at backtrack to 0 would be a 1. So that would be a 1 right there. If you need 11, you substitute an 11. In other words, 11 times 17 cents, because there's 11 ounces at 17 cents each, the increase, and you get $1.87. Now, $1.87 is not a reasonable answer because the next one here would increase by 17 cents. So this by itself right here is $2.02 just for the next section. So there's no way it is $1.87. You're increasing by 17 cents each time until you get that 11. And what you end up with is $1.87 for the increase, plus the original dollar of 1 that you started with gets you $2.87. Okay, so first period versus second period. The medians are always the middle right here. Those are your medians. That's 60 and that's 75. So that means A is out. The range is the dots, the highest level, which is 90, and the lowest number, which is 30, versus 105 versus 30. So obviously the range is larger in second period. So that one is out. Interquartile range is different. Interquartile range is this piece in here. That is your interquartile range. It's just the boxes. So that means it's just from 75 to 45 and 90 to 45. So obviously this interquartile range is larger. All right, so a lot of y'all, I had to explain this to you, and y'all picked it up quick because it's that easy. The problem is you're saying, how do I show my work? Well, you show your work by writing it all out. This attached to my x means that is positive, meaning that's a positive slope. If it was a negative 1.4, it would be going down like this. So if you notice, all of these are positive slopes and about the same angle. So these are positive. That didn't help you much. But what you could look at is the second number, the one that's added to your x, so x plus 2. That number is your y-intercept where it crosses this. Notice this one is intercept is 0. This one is intercept 0. This one intercept 1. So this is the only one that intercepts at the 2. So you automatically know that is your answer. All right, so this one I gave you 10 extra points if you asked me about the lateral surface area and why the answer was not available. So again, lateral surface area. That means it does not include that base down here. So this piece, that square, is not counted. You are only counting the triangles. So you calculate one triangle because it's a square, and that's a 30 by 17, and you make sure you take the half. So your formula is 1/2 30 times 17, and there are 4 of them. Left side, right side, back, and front. And you get 1,020 square feet. On this one, I gave you credit as long as I saw this work, and you did not add anything but 900 to it, because that bottom is 900, that base. So if you added 900 to it, I understood. If you added something else to it, it was wrong. All right, so this one is why we went over day 5 the day before, number 1, because this is the same type of problem. What it's asking you for is ST, which was this right here. The corresponding side is this one right here, so you need that one. In order to find it, you had to find the perimeter. You had to take this perimeter right here and subtract 4.4, 13.2, 2.2, and 11, and the remaining piece was 6. So that means you had to calculate to find that 6 first. Now you have to find your actual proportion. So this side versus the matching side, and then the only number we have are these two, so you have to use those two next. So your proportion is right here, 6 over 13.2, x over 33, and you cross multiply to solve. On number 6, you need to remember the sequences. As long as you are increasing or decreasing, you find your pattern. These are decreasing by 3. As soon as you do that, you put your x next to it. Now what you add or subtract is what's going to fall before the sequence. So what number would fall before the -4? And that would be a -1. And that's how you come up with your expression. Then you add a equals y to it, and you just changed it to an equation. Number 7, it's a range of different answers. So first, if I have the smallest amount would be if I paid $20 and $30. And I calculate that. At $20, 15 will get you 300. At 30 times 12 will get you 360. So bats plus gloves, the cheapest amount you're going to pay is 660. The largest amount would then be 35 and 60. So 35 times the 15 bats, and then the 12 times the $60 worth for gloves, and you get that total of $12.45. You find the one that is not in that range. So what does not fit between the smallest amount of 660 and $12.45? This falls between, that falls between, but A is too large. It's larger than the largest amount. Number 8, this is one you just got to read one step at a time. He is getting $12.50 an hour, and he's working 9 hours. So when you multiply those, it gets you $112.50. Now the word half. Each received half of the total earnings. So half meaning you divide by 2, and then you end up with $56.25 each. But then Greg went ahead and spent $15. So the last step is to go ahead and subtract off. Line up those decimals, add those zeros, and subtract $15 from that.